it's Shane again. Thank you so much for watching. Have you ever wanted to just move out of state, start a new life with a new job, new friends, new place to live? I've done that. Do you want to know how I did it? So today's video is going to be about taking the leap. So I wanted to talk about taking the leap. Finally going for that job you've always wanted. Moving out of state. Actually going to grad school. Just doing something different that you've always wanted to do but you're afraid to do. Let me tell you, it is not easy. I have done that multiple times in my life. I have lived in another country before. I've moved out of a state before, and it's rough. Well, it's rough at first. So let me take you on my journey on the way to grad school, right? Everybody's experience with undergrad is different. For me, what I did was work about 40 to 60 hours doing 2 different part-time jobs and then go to school full-time. It was not easy, but I did it, and I can say that I did it with an enormous and full schedule. And then right after that, because of the career that I was pursuing at the time, I wanted to go into psychology. In order to be successful in psychology, you need to have more than your undergraduate degree. And so I started applying to graduate schools, and I got into the Chicago School of Professional Psychology in the LA campus. And mind you, that was really awesome, but also on the other side of the country. This is me moving from New Jersey all the way to Los Angeles, California. And you know what? That was a really super scary move. I had about $1,000 to play with before student loans started coming in for me to actually survive in Los Angeles. That was like a little over a month before grad school started when I moved out there. But the biggest challenge of that, besides the financial stuff, because that's also a pretty big challenge, the biggest challenge was mindset. Change your mindset about it. Just, it's one of those things where at the very beginning, once I applied, got in, it was really easy to go, you know what, I changed my mind because XYZ issues. I don't have enough money to go to school. I don't want to leave my family. I don't want to get stuck out there. I don't know if I'm gonna get a job. There's so many excuses that I could have given myself where I never would have gotten my master's. But I did it, totally. And you can do whatever you want, but it starts with changing your mindset. So how do you actually change your mindset? Well, you gotta think about it this way. What is your motivation? What is your motivation for wanting to do the thing that you want to do? Is it to change your life? Is it to start new? Well, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to start new? Is it to fulfill a dream of yours, to become a doctor, a lawyer, be able to have a farm somewhere in the middle of nowhere? I don't know what your dream is, but you have to find that out. You have to figure out what's driving you to do the thing that you want to do, because that's where you're gonna tap your energy. There's this idea called intrinsic motivation. So it's that idea that you're motivated or you're driven by the things inside you. You do it because it feels good. You do it because it satisfies some sort of, you do it because it satisfies the drive inside of you and because it makes you happy. That's very different from extrinsic motivation. And extrinsic motivation is really driven by either trying to avoid punishment or there's some sort of reward. For example, money. And money is, I'm not saying that money is not a good thing to drive you to do what you want to do. So for some people, they get incredibly motivated to get money, you know, to pursue the almighty dollar. But that's okay. And that's totally okay. For me, I really wanted to become a psychologist. there was this intrinsic motivation. I have a belief in myself to become what I wanted to be. That time, that is what drove me. Now everything is different. My life has shifted to a different path, a different quest, if you will. And for me, creating and being able to share, I don't know if I'm a healer or not, and I think that there's a lot of psychologists who are healers. They're naturally able to help others, and right now I don't know if that's me. Anyway, got distracted. When it comes to the difference between intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation, intrinsic motivation is a lot stronger in terms of motivating someone. Because think about it. If you were motivated to go to Chicago, let's say, right? You wanted to move to Chicago because of a new job. Are you being motivated by wanting to move to Chicago, or are you being motivated by money? Let's say you're being motivated by money. If that job is gone, you're not gonna want to go to Chicago. But if your dream was to move to Chicago, you're gonna move there anyway. You will find a way to do it. But I already made my point. Anyway, guys, the intrinsic motivation that I had was to pursue the dream that I had at that time. And you know what? It worked. A lot of people were telling me, Shane, you gotta think about what you're doing because it's kind of scary. What if you don't survive? You know what? Made it work. Made it work. It was an adventure for sure, but I'm glad that I did it. So I hope that helps you with your own need to take the leap. If you need to take the leap, find out what it is that's driving you in order to take this leap. Have you figured this out? What's driving you, and what is it that you want to do? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and turn on notifications. Thank you so much for watching again. 2 times I said thank you. See you next time. Bye!